Welcome to the live webinar of the palm oil storage business. Now, if you are interested in participating or investing in palm oil storage in the Republic of Benin or anywhere you are in the world or in West Africa, then you should watch this webinar to the end. Now, this is the official information section. Of course, there are other videos that you have possibly watched concerning the palm oil storage business model that we have been discussing for some time. Now I have a list here that is going to be used as my slide. So this video is going to be lengthy, so I recommend, if you are really interested, there is no amount of time that this video can take that will be too much for you to watch if you are really interested. So watching this video will help you understand a whole lot of things, so that when you come to our DM, you are either coming very informed, or you can ask other questions that are not answered in this webinar. So we are going to be starting the webinar, and we are strictly discussing the palm oil storage business model. We have discovered that a lot of people who indicate interest in this palm oil storage business model, they are people who are already busy. They are either employed or they have other things they do which make them somehow busy for them to have the full time to watch this kind of webinar. So this is what we recommend. Either in your car or wherever you are, plug in your earpiece. We are not going to be showing some kind of graphics that will require that you watch through your phone. So whether you are on the road, anywhere you are, plug in, or you can play it in your cars. What we ask you is make sure to watch or to play this webinar to the very end, because it is extremely important if you want to participate, or if you want to do or engage in this kind of business model. It is will either help you whether you are participating with us or you are investing personally. Now you can also download the summary of the business plan. Yes, the summary of the business plan, you can also download it right in the description. The link is there, so make sure to download it so that we know exactly how many, so that you can also go through it. After going through the webinar, you also go through it so that you are very informed, so that when you are asking your question, you are asking question from a standpoint of someone who understands all the basics of the business or the business model. I'm Lokosu Sylvain, and of course, as you know me, if you are looking for business opportunity in the Republic of Benin and every other thing, you must have come across my face several times. So I discuss with you about how to invest in the Republic of Benin, how to start a business in the Republic of Benin. We help you with market penetration, and we also help you with citizenship by recognition in the Republic of Benin. I'm the English representative of one of the foremost agency that help you get the citizenship by recognition in the Republic of Benin. And of course, many of you must have watched me talk about this, especially for Afro descendants, for those who have African lineage, whether you are living in France, in the US, Canada, or almost any part of anyone at all who is interested in the citizenship by recognition in the Republic of Benin and is getting his own information in English. Now, the palm oil storage business model is a business model that I have done for the past 7 years. Of course, this is not my primary business, but it is something that does not require too much of time. I do spend a maximum of a month each year to engage in this business, which means as he have every other month to do every other business. If you have watched other of the video concerning this business model, you must have seen me answer several questions on how I grew up with this business. And of course, as someone who have traveled across borders, I am able to twist some things to make it even more profitable. And of course, for the past 7 years, we have been investing a minimum of £1 million CFA in this business personally, without any partner. I've been investing a minimum of £1 million CFA. Of course, you must have watched some of my video where I'm doing some of this storage and going around these women in the village where they are milling this palm oil. So I've been doing it for the past 7 years, and of course, one of my American friends just decided to join me, which is something that she recommended that okay, we should extend first of all to Afro descendants who are interested in investing in Africa. You can watch our video below there, who are interested in investing in Africa or relocating to Africa. This is something that they can actually do. And of course, why not extend it to every other African who are based outside of the country, even though we have a limited slot of 8 people. So that is why we decide to do this business model. Now this business model is almost certain that you are going to be making profit. Now if you are African, you have interacted with palm oil business before, we are not just saying something that we don't know. You can go to Google, whatever information I'm giving you here, go to Google and Google about it so you can understand better. Do not take our word for it. So that is the primary reason why we are making this information session webinar for you. Why is the palm oil business always profitable? The palm oil business is always profitable because it is used for food, it is refined so that you can get the vegetable oil, then it is used in industries and the cosmetics. Yes, many of the cosmetics you are using or we are all using are made from this palm oil. Yes, they are made from this palm oil. Many of you in Africa, we call it groundnut oil. The groundnut oil we are eating, they are not made from groundnut, they are made from palm oil. They are refined into what we call groundnut oil, also known as vegetable oil. So what is the gap? In Africa, only few countries have the land to farm these crops. Yes, only few countries have the land to farm this crop. Where it is mostly found is in Cameroon, Nigeria is the top, and then the Republic of Benin, Ghana, Togo, and Ivory Coast. Those are the places where it is mostly found in Africa. In fact, those are the places where this particular business model is very, very lucrative. Like, I mean, very, very lucrative. Now, if you do this business and you understand palm oil, you know how to store it very well, and maybe you have some a background like mine, you are not going to be making anything less than 20% return on investment. Of course, this is a business session or an information session, but of course, I will also be discussing with you based on my personal experience having parents, my mom, my father, and my stepmom. They all do this business before I grew up, and of course, when I begin to get some cash, I decide to go into it because I know that even though my parents did it, I can do something better by taking these things across borders. So that is the reason why the demand for industry consumption and cosmetics and coupled with the fact that only few countries can actually farm these things in Africa. Now every other place across the world, Malaysia also have palm oil. Their land is also good for palm oil, but of course we are discussing about Africa now. So that is the gap, that is the primary reason why it is very lucrative here in Africa. Now every year the price go up and down. Yes, every year the price go up and down, because in Africa, or in West Africa, for those who do not know, we have two agricultural seasons. There is the rainy season and there is the dry season. Now during one of this season, that is from end of February until end of May, the palm oil is always cheap. It is almost certain the palm oil is always cheap. Now but apart from those moments, from September until December, there is nothing happening, or no matter what, the palm oil always go high. Yes, the palm oil always go high. Now when it is cheap, you can buy it for as low as 10,000 francs CFA. Now I know a whole lot of Nigerians are interested, a whole lot of Nigerians who are outside of the country are interested in this business. So if you are thinking of naira, you can convert this into naira, but we are going to be using dollar and franc CFA, since we are doing the business in Nigeria, and most of the people who are interested in this business or in participating with us are outside of Nigeria. So generally we can just use the dollar as currency, because or even of the Afro descendant, many of them they are in the US. So you can get it for as low as 10,000 francs CFA, which is approximately $17. Now when it is high, you can sell it for as high as $25 to $32. So you can see the gap. Yeah, of course, if you download the summary, you also get it there per liter. So as the time I'm making this webinar video, the price for palm oil per 25-liter gallon is 15,000 francs CFA, which is approximately $20. Yes, which is approximately $20, and at the peak season it will go as high as 25 to $32. So you can see the gap, and of course the return on investment. Of course, we will not forget the logistic and every other thing, but as of me, just as I told you, my parents already have the facility and we store them right there, and the people come to get them. Now of course, I already told you that the scarcity season is September to December, where it is sold for from 18,000 francs CFA to 25 to 26,000 francs CFA. Now the cost, it even costs higher if we are exporting it off the shores of the Republic of Benin, which is something I do partially sometime, but the main model we are talking about here is storage business, the storage business model. Now, so how does the storage business model for palm oil work like? Simple. We buy it when it is abundant, when it is being sold for 15, or when it is being sold for 12 to $15, and we sell it when it is being sold for 25 to $32. So that is simple. It is as simple as anything. Yes, so of course, if you are an African, you have some experience with palm oil, you can just drop it in the comment section so that people who don't have the idea, they can get this and they can read and know exactly how it goes. Like, of course, we always recommend whatever information we are giving you here, go back to the internet and Google this business model. If this is the first time you are coming across this business model, so that you can be sure of whatever it is that you are doing. Now, when you buy it in the season of abundance, you store it. Yes, you store it in a cool and dry place, well ventilated place. So of course, since I do the business, I already have where I do store it at no cost at all. That is the reason why it is important that you do business with us, right? Because I am not paying for any store, because we already have it. We have family store that is there almost empty, and we can always store inside without, very secure, without making any payment or a fear of getting it stolen or tampered with. So you store it and then you sell at the peak season. When you participate with us, you are not going to pay for store, and more importantly, you are not going to be doing the legwork. We are going to be doing the legwork, and of course we'll come to the point where we discuss about our own fee and how you can go about participating in this cohort of 10 people. Of course, we are not going to be increasing it beyond 10, but you can have the opportunity to sell it if you think you need the money before the tenure. Of course, the storage period take from 7 to 9 months. So if we get it in the month of March, it can take us 8 months for us to liquidate it and then send back whatever profit and your capital to you. So let's talk about the investment or the participation plan now. We only need, just as I told you, we only need 10 people. The cohort is going to be only 10 people, and of course, out of those 10 people, we already have one, my American friend, and I myself. We are taking one slot each. Of course, I always invest more than $1,000 each year. So, but since we are making it a cohort, that is what the cohort is going to be taking. Every other thing, I do that personally myself. So the participation plan is simple. We need 10 people, but we are already 2 on ground, and we only need 8 extra people. Now, if you are watching this video any other year, maybe the number may be different. Maybe some people may want to retain their spot, so you can always send us a message first to know if there is any spot available for you to participate. But if there is no slot available, we definitely will be keeping you in a wait list in case if someone wants to sell his own spot before the time. So what is the minimum investment? The minimum investment is $1,000, approximately 600,000 francs CFA. Now, this is not much for some people. Some people think maybe it is small, and then the return on investment will not be much. Yes, we understand, but we are only raising $10,000, which means we can get one person to pay $1,000, which is approximately 600,000 francs CFA. And of course, there is a chance of one person to take 2 people's spots. Yes, one person can take 2 people's spots, but you cannot take beyond 2 people's spots. So if you are taking 2 people's spot, that means you are contributing $2,000, or you cannot participate with more than $2,000, so that we can also allow chance for other people to join in case there is any need at all. It is also a chance of us to give chance to Afro descendants, because primarily this is what we schedule. But of course, I have worked with a lot of people who are African, who are based outside of the country, and I reach out to few of them who wants to participate, so we decide to extend it to them also. So basically that is what it is. So what is the expected return on investment? Of course, we are going to be talking about the security of your money. How are you sure that your money will be secure and there will not be any story after all? But let's talk about the return on investment. What is the expected return on investment? On average, the return on investment is between 20 to 70% return on investment. We have done this business several times. Older have done it, like a whole lot of people have done it, and this range remain always certain. Yes, in fact, we mention this average because we are trying to even manage expectation. It can go way beyond, but of course 20 to 70% return on investment with a 9-month tenure. Yes, 9-month tenure, because we buy in March and we either sell September, October, or November. So basically that is the average return on investment. Now there is a wide gap between the return on investment because the market fluctuates. Yes, in some years you can sell at peak season, you can sell for $32. Some years you can sell for maybe $29, $27. So the market fluctuates, but it never go beyond 20% return. So basically that is what is there. Now, why do you need to participate in this cohort? Before we talk about how your fund, or how we talk about the risk management, because I know many of you, a few of you have worked with me, but a lot of other people, a whole lot of people who will be coming across this information webinar will must maybe have not worked with me before. So we'll be talking about the risk management. So why invest with us? First of all, I grew up as a palm oil producing boy. There is nothing in palm oil that I don't know how to do. Yes, I do all of them. I know the right oil to buy, the right oil, the wrong oil not to buy, and everything. Now, personally, I have invested my personal fund inside. Yes, I have invested my personal fund inside for the past 7 years, a minimum of 1,700 every single year for the past 7 years. This year we even invested even more. So that is the primary reason, banking on my own experience. The second reason is I'm from the part of the country where the oil is produced, so we have relationship with people who mill it directly, the women who mill it directly. We have very strong relationship with them, and it is a very important advantage if you will ask me. When it comes to the storage, because of my experience, I know how to store it so that it will not get spoiled or get contaminated. Another reason, which is related to risk management, is we have very transparent way of working with people. Yes, we have a very transparent way of working with people, whether it is for job that must be completed in the Republic of Benin or participating in this kind of business model with us. Now how does it go? Like, at at the point when you are ready, of course, this is the information section, and we expect you to download the business model, and then we expect you to download the business plan summary. We expect you to also download the proposal and go through them and join our group, where the waiting list group. So at the moment where you are ready and willing to participate in this cohort, we send you a contract. Yes, we send you a contract detailing every single thing that you should be expecting. Then you go through this contract, and if you are willing and agree with our proposal, then you can make your payment. After making your payment, you sign the contract and send back to us. So here are some of the things that we attach with this contract, or once you make your payment. The first thing you get is, of course, the contract. The second thing you get is the personal means of identification. That is my own personal means of identification. Now, here is how the personal means of identification in the Republic of Benin works. By using that one personal means of identification, you can track the number, the phone number of the person. You can track exactly every single thing that is related to the person in the country, whether the person have a property somewhere, the government approved resident of every of the place that person have stayed in the country, and every single thing that is related to that person. Many people who are living off the shores of Africa believe in this thing, that maybe Africa is all corrupt, but you can Google or you can make your research about the Republic of Benin. The rate of fraud is almost 0%. Even the rate of corruption in government setting. Of course, this is not what we are coming to discuss, but I'm just trying to give you some clue of what to expect when you are participating in this cohort or in any other cohort why you got across this webinar. Then the next thing you are going to be getting is the registered or the government issued proof of residence of the store where the goods will be stocked, and my own personal resident address. Where we do our storage is right in my family compound, so you get that. Because I live personally in Port Novo, which is the capital city, you will also have my own resident permit, which expire every year, and of course, if at expiring, we renew and send back to you. So that is when you are talking about the security of everything. And of course, if you are thinking of the security of your fund, I believe from my background to my experience to every other document that I just discussed with you, you should be secure with that already. Yes, it is not recommended that you participate if you do not think that this is a right business model for you. The next thing, to be sure that you have your money secure, or your investment or your participation fee is secure, is that you must visit the Republic of Benin. Yes, now we add this because we are trying to create the highest trust possible. You will have to visit the Republic of Benin. So for Afro descendants, if you are not ready to visit the Republic of Benin within the interval of 9 months, we recommend that you reconsider your participation, because we do not recommend that you just stay over there, send us money, and then until the time we sell and get back to you. So we are making it compulsory for the first and maybe the second cohort to stay or to come to the Republic of Benin. For those who are from Africa and they are based in diaspora, we recommend that you have a relative, whether you are from Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, the Republic of Benin, or any other part of West Africa, and you want to participate in this cohort, in any of our cohort, we recommend that you send any of your friends, your family member to come and see for themselves. So this is how it works. Once the person is able to get to Cotonou, which is the economic capital of the country, we are transporting the person at no cost at all. So we don't say, okay, maybe this person is living somewhere and they get to Cotonou and they is transporting to somewhere where we stock these things. So we are transporting these people from Cotonou at no cost, and then we take them back to Cotonou at no cost to you at all. Now, so you must visit the country and visit the store and see for yourself what we use your money for. So that is that one is compulsory. So if you think every of these things is something that you can do, especially visiting the country or sending someone to visit the country is something that you can do, yes, you can actually send us a message so that we know how to go forward. Now there is for those who are Nigerians and want to participate in this business, we will pick you up at the Nigeria border. If you are from Togo and you want to participate in this business, we will pick you up from the Togo border. But if you are from any other part of West Africa and you want to participate in this business, you will have to find your way to Cotonou. Then we transport you at no cost to the store. So I believe we have discussed that enough. So of course, I've repeated this plenty time. Who is this for? It is for people who are willing to invest, or it is for those who are willing to participate in palm oil storage business model, not palm oil supply, not palm oil trading. These are different business model in the palm oil business. We are talking about the palm oil storage business model. So it is for Afro descendants who are looking for a way to relocate to anywhere in West Africa, for those who are looking for citizenship by recognition in the Republic of Benin. So by doing this kind of business, you can actually add it to your CV to be sure that you are interested in the country. So if you are interested in the country and you can actually do business in this country already, this is one of the very important advantage for you, because it will be a very good boost to your CV or to your application. Then the next people it is for those who are from Africa and they are in the diaspora, who are willing to visit the Republic of Benin as soon as they can. Then the final people it is for, or the very next people it is for, before the final people is for those who are from the Republic of Benin and they are outside of the country, and finally those who are based in the Republic of Benin and can participate with the set amount. It's for also for those who want to build extra stream of income, and if you want to start an agro commodity trading, you want to understand the business, of course you should also get into this, because we are going to be giving you updates as much as we can. Almost every week we'll be having some updates or any available updates to you. Also, we will be doing live webinar with our participants every month throughout the duration of the storage. So this is how to go about it if you want to participate in this first cohort. The first thing you are going to be doing is to go through the link in the description, download the summary of this business plan, or download the summary of the business plan, and then download the proposal. After downloading and going through all of them and discovering that this is something that you can do, the next thing you will be doing is for you to join the waiting list. When you join the waiting list, send in your question, and of course we are going to be doing a lot of question and answer in that group. So when the time is set, you can indicate interest and we send you the contract. When we send you the contract, after going through the whole contract on the cover, this is something that you can participate, then we send you payment details and you make your payment and sign the contract and send to you. We sign and send you the contract and every other document that you need, or every other document that we just discussed in this information session. After that, you'll be getting update until when we'll be getting update throughout the time until we liquidate the stock, and you of course send us your payment, your means of payment. We pay normally via Remitly and we pay using Western Union. MoneyGram, we also pay you through MoneyGram. So that is what we can discuss in this information session. If you have more questions, drop it in the comment section and we will be replying you directly, or join the wait list and ask your question there. So basically, this is the end of the session, and of course we are expecting to see you in the wait list, also expecting to see that you download the business plan summary and the proposal for the palm oil storage business models. So bye.